know nothing about, I don't go off what I read in the book. You know?
Right.
So yeah, man, but it gets very fun once all the petty stuff is taken care of, everything's established. But don't you feel good once all that shit is set up? If you feel like you really know your business, you know what I'm saying? You know what you got, you know what you don't got, you know what you need. One of the biggest problem is we don't know what the fuck we need. And then we ask advice from motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck either. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta surround yourself around people that's in the game, not people that's trying to get in the game. Now, of course, we got our homies, our homegirls, homeboys. That's you want to help each other build up, you know. But you still need to have another circle of individuals that's in the game. You know what I'm saying? So those are the people that you pay attention to and take advice from. Other than that, you know, you can be a cat chasing his tail. Or just wasting time and losing time. You know what I'm saying? I try to expedite things as quick as possible. I'm trying to go straight to it. You know, if it's not needed, I'm not gonna even fucking entertain it. You know, I'm trying to get straight to it. You know, I'm trying to be on the goddamn mountain, a Buddhist lounge somewhere. I want to be able to meditate 8 hours a day and shit, not have to worry about nothing. So things got to be done. So outside of that, now we dig a little deeper. So now the objective, now everybody has their own objective, but mine is different. You know, my objective is not to establish, you know, multi-million-dollar operations, to create $1 billion business. That is a goal, but that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal, even to getting to that point, is to redirect my focus on my ultimate goal, which is legacy building. So when we go to legacy building, now the first, I'm gonna ask this question. I want to see if somebody knows this offhand. What's the first objective with legacy building? Or one of the first?
Own nothing, control everything.
All right. Outside of that.
Build a generational wealth.
Done written on paper.
Think about what's included.
Is it wealth?
Think about what's included within the legacy. To think about what holds the legacy up, brother. What keeps the legacy going?
Living testimony.
Section 10.
Living testimony, basically. Your words on paper, basically. What you really mean written down to speak for you.
Creative trust.
For you.
Is it wealth?
Is it your will and testimony?
Article 1, Section 10. Your beneficiaries.
Yeah, see y'all too many adults on here, and y'all adults. Y'all thinking too hard. No, remember. So, look, once you
family
as king and queen, once you establish that throne, your
generational wealth.
Your first objective to accomplish that is to educate your family,
right,
and to put them in the position of the kingdom.
Wow, that was real.
It's to recrown your mother, recrown your fathers.
That's deep. That's deep, brother.
That's the object. That's how you build. That's how you establish. You can't establish a legacy without them. It's impossible. But your job is to get to a certain point first. For one, they're not gonna listen to what the fuck you're talking about until you do that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. And you have to be able to sustain and to take care of them, put them, and to actually put them in position. You know? And that takes fucking money.
Right.
So think of all the time it takes, energy it takes to build, to be successful in business. Most people stop right there. No, we ain't even started on doing the shit we supposed to be doing, what we was doing this shit for.
Right.
Okay, you got there, you dead, now what? You ain't passed none of this shit on. Now everybody got to still start from scratch in your fucking bloodline. Who the fuck are you now? Nobody.
Right.
Congratulations, you accomplished nothing.
No.
So we got a lot of work to do, which is why we got to hurry up and get to the fucking money and stop playing, stop getting distracted, create time, time and space. You got to figure out what are the things that I need to do to create the time and space. Whether it's a little space in your house that you can go into solitude, 30 minutes, an hour in a day, you can just collect your own damn thoughts without somebody else jumping into the shit.
Right.
Or without your brain being used for another individual's purpose.
Facts.
We got a lot to do.
Yeah. What you tell me, bro? You told me dry the boat. Told me to dry the boat.
Yep. So now with that, we got if we thinking of ourselves in the light that we supposed to. This is the other possible hard part. Some people might not be that hard, but most of the time, the families are going to be the hardest, right? They're going to be hardest to get on board for them as far as a whole. You're going to have some, and then everybody else is going to slowly but surely make their way. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand. You'll see like, damn, you can damn near put everything on a silver platter, but somebody can be so caught up in the program where they become crippled and they can't even move towards you. You know what I'm saying? They come up with all type of, excuses and this and that and blah, blah. And you coming up, every excuse you give them, they give you, you got a solution. They still don't hear it. They still don't get it. Or they don't get it. So they don't, a lot of people are not going to get really what you're trying to do because it hasn't been seen, actually experienced with a lot of our families. So that means that, but we can't afford to hold off on the building of the legacy because we're trying to get these motherfuckers to understand. You got to remember, we can't be a sucker for love when it gets to the family part, family reunion part. You know what I'm saying? We present it, and we give them a map on where we're at when they're ready. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, if enough of the family is not collectively on board, the next objective, or simultaneously, this is what you need to do anyway, is to think about like the Roman empires, the Queen Elizabeths, the Sir Charles, and all these other motherfuckers, right? Like they ensure their power by having strategic alliances with other families, right? So that means that I am the whatever of whatever house or family I'm on, but my objective is to find other kings, other queens, and other leaders of their family that are on the same objective so we can secure and ensure our legacies within. So now we actually become one family. So the family is not necessarily all blood per se, but shit do get, you got to understand this. When you're on legacy building, you can't afford to play no games with people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta let it be known that they shouldn't play no games with you. Because it's certain fuck ups that somebody can do on a business level that can get away with. You know what I'm saying? But as far as legacy building and bloodline, the wrong fuck up, it might be other fucking shit that we gotta do to handle that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember how that shit was done from the start. Do the wrong shit, it's off with your head. That's the type of shit you gotta stand on. You're gonna let a fucking rat come in and destroy some intellectual properties or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That can send your goddamn family into sea?
All right.
Hell no. So I know a lot of, like I said, a lot of people might hurry up and run and jump and agree with, oh yeah, let's do it. But don't know what they signing up for. It's like know who you dealing with. Know that they're even capable of committing to that on that type of level. because the same thing I stand on, in order for that to be respected, I would have to respect the fact that if I do the wrong shit, it needs to be off with my head. Period. Period, point blank.
Yeah, makes sense.
When we start getting involved in certain type of information and using that to elevate on a major scale, and you got a nerve to be fucking educating and building your family, you better believe what type of problems that could cause, right? What type of challengers that could manifest. So you always got to be prepared for that type of stuff on whatever level. That's why I tell people, y'all better watch. You want to know where my mind stay at? Watch Blacklist. I'm fucking credits and don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck around. You know, I'm with the shits all the way. You know, you got to be.
It seemed like I be studying your videos, watching them over and over again. You and certain people that's like-minded like you, and wow, I've never seen you make a video on the legacy part of the bloodline. It'll be an honor to hear you talk about that, man. Thanks for bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? That's good stuff right there, man. Thank you.
Indeed. I do this for the family. It is a reunion. I don't think we haven't had a conference in fucking maybe like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. You know, trying to do whatever. Now I'm not gonna keep speaking on that shit because I know, like I said, it's trolls in this motherfucker still. You know.
Yeah.
And so we're not gonna get too deep on the elements of that, you know. But I just want to put it out there, like, make sure, y'all, let's get good with this. Let's get these businesses cracking. But remember the goal. You know what I'm saying? Remember the goal. We got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of area to conquer, and we can't do that individually. We can't do that with just one family. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? The biggest part of any it's an organization. You know what I'm saying? So along with us understanding and applying the fundamentals of business, in return we're going to end up learning the benefits of and how to establish an actual strong foundation based on organization. You know, a lot of groups use the word organization but have no organization. Contradicts themselves. But that's that, man. Then outside of that, we dig into the spirituality aspect of it. That's actually the foundation of everything. It's just so many.
Yes, indeed.
So many different levels to it, man. But we need time and space to focus in and zero in on these things. Time and space.